The Australian sun beat down on a land stripped bare, once thriving sheep country, now a wasteland of ochre dust and cracked clay. The relentless heat seemed to press the life out of everything, leaving behind only the memory of green pastures and the echo of distant bleating. Where flocks once grazed and children played, there was now only the shimmer of heat rising from the earth, and the silence that follows loss. The wind, once fragrant with eucalyptus, now carried only grit and silence. It swept across the plains, swirling dust into the air, erasing footprints and hope alike. The familiar scent of gum leaves was gone, replaced by the dry metallic tang of dust that clung to skin and memory. The soil, exhausted by years of overuse and drought, had given up, leaving a desolate expanse. Once, these fields promised abundance. Now, they offered only the brittle crunch of clay underfoot. The land, stripped of its vitality, seemed to mourn its own loss, each crack a silent testament to what had been taken. In 2023, Australia's wool growers faced a crisis. Global markets collapsed and the value of their prized fleece plummeted below the cost of shearing. Generations of knowledge and hard work suddenly seemed worthless as the world turned away from the wool that had once clothed nations and built communities. Shearing sheds fell silent, fields lay empty, and hope became as rare as rain. The hum of machinery and the laughter of workers faded, replaced by the creak of empty gates and the sigh of wind through broken fences. Each day, the silence grew heavier, pressing down on the hearts of those who remained. The vibrant ecosystems had vanished, even the microbes in the soil seemed gone. Life retreated underground or disappeared entirely, leaving behind a landscape that felt abandoned by nature itself. The once rich tapestry of grasses, insects, and birds was reduced to a faded memory. For farmers, this was more than economic loss. It was a blow to their identity, their heritage crumbling into dust. The land was not just their livelihood, but their story, their pride, and their connection to generations past. Now that legacy seemed to slip through their fingers like the dry soil they once nurtured. Bales of wool, once symbols of prosperity, now sat in storage, a mounting burden. Each bale was a reminder of effort unrecognized, of dreams deferred, and of a future clouded by uncertainty. The sheds, once bustling with activity, became silent vaults of hope and disappointment. The land and its people stood at a dead end, forced to consider unthinkable choices. Some wondered if it was time to walk away, to leave behind the only life they had ever known. Others clung to the hope that change might come, that rain might fall, that markets might recover. In the quiet, a desperate question lingered. What do you do when the world no longer wants what you have to give? As dawn broke over the empty horizon, the answer remained elusive, carried away on the wind with the dust and the dreams of a land once full of promise. The decision to bury the wool was born of desperation and sleepless nights. For months, farmers watched the market collapse, their hopes unraveling with every unsold bale. The wool, once a symbol of prosperity and pride, became a burden too heavy to bear. Each day brought new uncertainty, and the weight of the unsold fleece pressed on their minds like a storm that would not pass. With no buyers and storage costs soaring, the only option left was to return the fleece to the earth. Sheds overflowed, fields filled with bales that no one wanted, and the cost of waiting grew unbearable. The wool, once destined for distant looms and bustling cities, now seemed to have no future at all. Heavy machinery carved deep pits in the barren soil, transforming the land into a graveyard for unsellable wool. The roar of engines echoed across the empty fields, a harsh soundtrack to a task no one wanted to perform. Each trench was a reminder of lost seasons and broken promises. Ton after ton of creamy fiber tumbled into the trenches, a year's work, a year's hope, buried out of sight. The wool fell in soft waves, muffling the sound of the world above, as if nature itself was trying to hush the sorrow of the moment. The sight was both surreal and heartbreaking. The act felt like a betrayal of heritage, a final admission of defeat. Generations had built their lives around the shearing season, and now, all that labor was consigned to the ground. The farmers stood in silence, feeling the weight of history settle on their shoulders. The wool, meant for distant markets, now made its last journey just meters from the shearing shed. Instead of traveling across oceans, it traveled only a few paces from the heart of the farm to its final resting place. The journey was short, but the loss felt immeasurable. Once the pits were filled, red earth covered the fleece, leaving only raised scars on the plain. The landscape bore silent witness to the sacrifice, the mounds a quiet testament to what had been lost. The fields, once alive with activity, now seemed to hold their breath. The farmers surveyed their work with heavy hearts, having solved a practical problem but buried a piece of their spirit. They stood together, united by grief and resilience, knowing that this chapter would not be easily forgotten. They turned away, leaving the fleece-lined graves to the silence and the sun. Each step away from the site was heavy, as if the land itself mourned with them. No one expected to see that wool again. It was as if a chapter had closed, the evidence of hardship hidden beneath the soil, out of sight but not out of memory. The land looked unchanged, but beneath the surface, something had shifted. The buried fleece became part of the earth, a silent witness to a season of loss and resilience. The act was both an end and an uneasy beginning. As the sun rose over the quiet fields, new grass began to sprout, hinting at renewal, even as the past lingered just below the surface. The story of the buried wool was not yet finished. In the silence of the fields, hope and memory mingled, waiting for the next chapter to unfold. Beneath the earth, the buried wool began a quiet transformation. Wool is keratin, a protein rich in nutrients, nature's slow-release fertilizer. The soil, though seemingly dead, still held life. Bacteria and fungi sensed a feast. They secreted enzymes, breaking down the wool into amino acids, nitrogen and sulfur, plant food. The wool's fibers held moisture, creating microenvironments where life could thrive. As decomposition progressed, the compacted clay loosened, air and water channels formed, and the soil became spongier. The desperate act of burial became, by accident, an act of healing. The wool was no longer a symbol of failure, but a hidden reservoir of life. Deep underground, a quiet revolution was underway. The land was being reborn from within. For months, the land above the buried wool remained unchanged, just scars in the dust. The sun beat down relentlessly, and the wind carried away any hope of moisture. Locals passed by, shaking their heads at the emptiness, wondering if anything could ever grow here again. The earth seemed to have forgotten the memory of green. Then, after a rare soaking rain, something miraculous happened. The parched ground drank deeply, and for the first time in ages, the soil felt alive beneath the surface. The rain was gentle but persistent, seeping into every crack and crevice, awakening something hidden below. A faint green haze appeared along the mounds, at first dismissed as a mirage. It shimmered in the morning light, barely perceptible, as if the land itself was whispering a secret. But the haze grew, and tiny shoots pushed through the soil, native grasses and wildflowers, unseen for years, awakened by the nutrients below. Each day, more green tips broke the surface, reaching for the sky with quiet determination. The green was densest above the wool, forming vibrant stripes across the barren landscape. These bands of life stood out boldly, a living map of where hope had been buried. The plants grew stronger, richer, and faster than anywhere else, fueled by the slow-release feast beneath. Their leaves unfurled with vigor, and roots dug deep, anchoring themselves in the once hostile earth. Word spread. Farmers came to see the impossible green, touching the new growth in disbelief. Some knelt in the dirt, running their fingers through the lush blades, marveling at the transformation. The field became a place of pilgrimage, a testament to resilience. The sorrowful graves of wool became cradles of life. Where loss had once been buried, abundance now flourished, and the land began to heal. The air, once thick with dust, now carried the scent of new growth. Each breath was tinged with freshness, a reminder that change was possible. Hope, as fragile as the shoots themselves, began to stir. It crept quietly into conversations and lingered in the eyes of those who witnessed the change. The land was whispering of renewal. Every blade of grass, every wildflower seemed to sing a silent song of possibility. The impossible was happening, one green blade at a time. Each sprout was a promise, a small miracle, unfolding before their eyes. The buried wool was rewriting the story of the land. What was once a symbol of despair had become the foundation for new beginnings. A miracle was unfolding in slow motion as the land, against all odds, remembered how to live again. The green stripes spread, weaving a tapestry of life across the red earth. Native grasses like kangaroo and wallaby grass formed a thick carpet, binding the soil and holding dew. Wildflowers, golden everlastings, purple daisies, Sturt's desert pea, burst into color, painting the land with brilliance unseen for a generation. The transformation was stark, from lifeless dust to a vibrant multi-layered ecosystem. The wind now rustled through leaves, the air sweet with pollen and damp soil. Roots broke up the compacted ground, letting rainwater soak deep. The land was healing itself, the buried wool its unlikely catalyst. What began as an act of despair had sparked a large-scale restoration. The beauty was undeniable, a testament to nature's power to renew. The farmers watched in awe as the land came alive. The miracle was real, and it was growing. The resurgence of plants invited the return of animals. Bees and butterflies arrived first, pollinating the wildflowers and enriching the soil. Birds followed, finches, wrens and raptors, drawn by the abundance of insects and small creatures. The land, once silent, now echoed with song and movement. Even kangaroos and wallabies returned, grazing on the lush new growth. The fields became a sanctuary, a living web of life restored. The buried wool had triggered a chain reaction, reviving the entire ecosystem. The transformation was complete, from barren field to thriving sanctuary. The land was not just alive, it was teeming with possibility. The miracle of renewal rippled through every level of nature. For the farmers, the transformation was deeply personal. They watched in awe as life returned to the land they thought lost. What began as an act of desperation became a lesson in resilience. The fields, once a source of shame, became places of wonder and learning. Farmers walked the green corridors, observing how nature healed itself. They began to see waste as potential, not failure. Could this be done elsewhere? Could wool restore other barren lands? The crisis had sparked a new vision, to be not just takers, but healers of the land. Hope, once lost, was growing again, rooted in the earth and in their hearts. The story of the buried wool is a lesson in nature's cycles. In nature there is no waste. Every ending is a new beginning. The wool once shipped away, now returned its nutrients to the soil, closing a forgotten loop. The act of burial was a massive deposit, restoring what had been lost. The solution wasn't new technology, but a return to nature's wisdom. The miracle showed that even a dead landscape can be revived. Life is patient, waiting for a chance to return. The Earth's capacity to heal is profound, if given the opportunity. The green stripes were more than a phenomenon, they were a message from the land. Renewal is always possible, hidden just beneath the surface. The wool's journey had come full circle. As the sun sets over the transformed fields, a sense of wonder settles on the land. What began as an act of despair became a testament to resilience and renewal. The wool miracle offers hope. Within our waste lies hidden promise. By giving back to the earth, we unlock cycles of regeneration. The solution was not found in factories, but in the land's own fiber. Farmers, now partners with their land, share this story far and wide. The lesson is simple. Life's spirit endures even in desolation. The earth waits, endures, and, when given a chance, bursts forth with life. The wool, once a symbol of loss, is now a symbol of hope. The land and its people have been renewed.